Welcome to this channel. The channel is for educations and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. Today, I'd like to share with you something extremely important. If you love Wing Chun, if you really care for Wing Chun, if you really want to contribute to Wing Chun, listen carefully what I'm sharing with you today. Now, before that, I'd like to share with you a story, or I should say an incident in Silicon Valley. So a decade ago, because I am in the upper management of corporations, one day when I was have a conversations with the CEO, the VP of Human Resource walked in, tell the CEO flat in his face that there is a divisions people is playing around. If the CEO don't go down there and clean the mess up, he can expect that divisions is going to be a disaster that wasting the investors' money. So today I'm going to do the same. I'm going to tell the world, if you don't straighten this thing out, what Wing Chun? There is no Wing Chun. So instead of I'm blaming on anybody, I want to open the thing for you. The reason why I'm sharing this today is because a few Wing Chuners say, oh, Hendrik, now you are in the Xi Xiaodong side. You against the traditional Chinese martial arts. So let me share this with you today. It is like a divisions in the corporation that it is not function. And it is damaging. That need to be cleaned up. Enough is enough. Now, do I take Xi Xiaodong side? I take the side of the truth. You think Xi Xiaodong is bad? Ask yourself, is Xi Xiaodong who tell flat directly in front of your face that your Wing Chun sucks, is bad? Or you got all those Wing Chun people post as grandmaster, keeping snake, selling snake oil, make all the thing which is screwing Wing Chun is bad. So is Xi Xiaodong bad, or those people who do those kind of thing to Wing Chun, pretend to be Wing Chuners, but what they do is just for their money? Bad. Which one is bad? It is just serious now. Wing Chun, what Wing Chun? Now, let's get to technical thing. So this is the first thing you need to understand. Past 2 weeks, I have been pushing for the VO2 max. That everybody need to get their VO2 max checks, because that is today's in medicine, we know that VO2 max is about your fitness, your cardiorespiratory fitness. You need to get that check before you want to get into fighting ability or talking fighting ability. We really do not want anybody to collapse thinking that they are some kind of superhuman being, that they can sitting down there doing their Xiulim Tao, playing whatever movie type of mimicking and thinking that they can fight, okay, go really to the extreme. Anybody who do those kind of things without preparation, you know, they're going to cause problems. And one of the way of develop the basic, really basic VO2 max for your body fitness and endurance and so forth, very basic, is running. And somebody couldn't even run because of everybody have a different physical. You cannot force it, okay? You force it, you get a risky business with damaging health. So when you cannot run, you want to do like brisk walking. So I'm telling people this way. Now there are many people always come back and tell me this. First, they disagree with this VO2 max stuff. And then they say that, they ask me the question, who are you to talk on fighting ability? Okay. And some even claim that they know plenty of fighters which do not run. Okay. So somebody even making claim that he know plenty of fighters with records who don't run. Now, let me answer this to the world. Who the hell is me to talk on fighting ability? Be careful. This channel is for education and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. So who the hell is the person to talk on fighting ability? Well, it is General Chi Guang. Okay? General Chi Guang is not Hendrik Santo, it's General Chi Guang. If you want to talk about real traditional Chinese martial arts, for past 460 years, name somebody who is better than General Chi Guang and have a clear teaching. Not to put down or insult all the Wing Chun grandmaster in past 130 years. Please rank. Where is all this so-called grandmaster, including Bruce Lee, compared with General Chi Guang, who put his life, his army in the battle, who showed the records in the battlefield? Who is the father of the modern, or I should say that in the the father of real traditional Chinese martial arts after the Ming Dynasty? So it is not Hendrik Santo, it is Chi Guang you face, okay? And I turn back and ask you, 130 years, whoever your grandmaster, tell me how he is ranking compared with General Chi Guang, which is the top 3 or top 10, depend on which you grade the national hero or the top general of the entire Chinese history. So I am presenting General Chi Guang. I'm afraid that people don't understand General Chi Guang, like I translate this way, that way. That's why I wrote this book. There is a record of military training here by General Chi Guang. Okay, it's in this book. This is what he said in one of the training. For daily training, running is a must for every soldier. The standard is for one to be able to run 1 mile without become panting. Like the ancients, the weight of the leg sandbag in running training is gradually increased to get a higher level. One remove the leg sandbag for the real confrontation. That way, one will be light and at ease confronting the enemy. Another thing, for daily combat training, one must use a heavier armor. And the entire thing continue on. 460 years ago, they already start this running. Today, I just tell people, if you cannot run, you do a brisk walking. Running. The second thing after the running, of course, they have the 32 momentum. That is for the fighting cardio. But they have to go do the running and so forth. Not those just go. You think you're playing Chinese kung fu movie when we meet the Japanese pirate, which have Japanese warrior with the katana and jujitsu. That's Chi Chi Guang, 460 years ago. You look around today. Does Mike Tyson run? Does Bruce Lee run? Does Mas Oyama run? Look at the Thai boxer who train daily. Do they run? Look at the MMA player today. Didn't they have to run hill? Many of them running uphill, training into the zone 4, zone 5, and then running downhill to get down to the lower zone or the beginning of recovery. So what is one talking about? What is one complaining about? Oh, you know, who are you to talk about fighting ability? Completely resist on this VO2 max training. Are you out of your mind? So you are not against me. You are against Chi Chi Guang. If you don't like it, show Chi Chi Guang which grandmaster you from. Which is better than General Chi Chi Guang in traditional Chinese martial art. And we know that Mas Oyama run, Bruce Lee run, Mike Tyson run. 460 years ago until today, human is human. You believe that? Sitting on your EG Kamyangma, clamping your knee, doing Chi Sao, and you're going to get fighting? So again, what do you think? Is that Xi Xiaodong the bad guy who point out your problem, or those who is within the Wing Chun thinking that they know it all, that making all sort of claim but have nothing to back up, which is misleading everybody. And that put Wing Chun in a very bad spot. Very bad spot. So it is like the division where the human resource VP stand up, say, hey, you better go down there and hammer the entire thing because people is not behave properly. Now, if you don't like it, don't like what I'm saying, you know what? Call it your art. Don't call it Wing Chun. Because Wing Chun is following General Chi Chi Guang. The real Chinese martial art is based on Ming military training. We know it today. Not those all these fictitious Taoists or whatever. You believe that somebody who laying down in the opium den, smoking opium all day long, can fight those who run every day? So get real, okay? You might not like what I'm saying here, but if you want to look at Wing Chun, not a movie, but it is a martial arts, to really want to care for and develop and love Wing Chun and the Wing Chuners, one don't do those kind of nonsense. Okay. Not to mention that a martial artist is the one person who stick with truth. Now, we know that Qi Ji Guang, from the writing, we know that very clear instruction, running, all those training, body conditioning, including that using higher armor and all kind of stuff, and even going as far as humans' Virgo become strong when one is diligent and become fragile when one is idle or lazy. A person builds character through exhaustions in physical body and starvation. So does a good soldier must. However, one must not exceed one's limit in this training. This is mental strength training. You want to smoke opium in the opium den talking about Kung Fu? Compare what 460 years ago, what Qi Ji Guang teach? That's the reality. If you don't run, today, it is a VO2 max. It is for one's safety. Otherwise, if you screw your body, this is a very high medical cost era. The people who is poor, you know why they are poor? Because they are sick, they cannot work. If they are not sick, they have a good health, they always will not be poor as soon as they're willing to work, diligent to work. The real sad part is if one is sick. I have a teacher, a Sifu. He fought the world karate tournament. At the end of the day, because his kidney having problem, he no longer can train that hard. He end up become a security. Even a security, we know his body is not strong. He passed away 40-something years old. A very strong man, a well-trained fighter. I saw that. How small is his kid when he died? So if you don't take care of your body, who will take care for you? And of course, those next oil selling grandmaster will never care. It's only talking big. That's why I said even Mike Tyson have to run. Don't you run? And stop to keeping using Bruce Lee to promote what one want to promote. Bruce Lee run, okay? Now, another serious problem in Wing Chun is, in the past 50 years or so, somehow people get locked into this Wing Chun is just Tan Pong Fuk, linear, straight line fighting, standing there with the structure. And then keeping talking about their internal power, their spine power, and then get the student to demo like Bruce Lee doing demo punch. And then everybody keeping talking about, oh, I have the tan sao this way, and then or the bong sao, and then you come up with 10,000 bong sao. And then claim that this is the oldest, this is more effective, efficient. All those, seriously, are garbage. Garbage. So again, you say, well, Hendrik, how dare are you call all this grandmaster garbage? Read Jana Chi Chi Guang. First, you need to run. You need to know how to breathe. You need to know how to handle your body. And then you need to know the 32 momentum. That is the training, okay? The real fighting training. Now, that is no different than today's like Western boxing. You need to be able to breathe. You need to have your body conditions. You need to know the different combinations. And you know that when you fight, you are going to get into anaerobic. That's why even in today's MMA, you have to run uphill, for there are many friends running uphill for their anaerobic training and then running downhill for recovery type of training. So again, 460 years ago and today, there is the same. This is because of the same human. And this is already there for 460 years. You keeping talking about this tan sao, this fuk sao, this bong sao, and then like today you have a 10 zillion type of bong sao, but none of those are useful. Chi Chi Guang already show you the bong sao, two types. Just give me a second. One type is this way. Another type is this way. Two types. Well written. Two types. This is the indications of close body fighting. Not standing 10 billion miles away, try to block somebody's punch or using the force this way or whatever way. So it's totally off topic. All this so-called grandmaster evolution, the most effective, the most efficient bong sao is all bullshit. Because it is not Chinese martial arts as it's written there. And you have all kinds of combinations. You have all kinds of combinations. Not just, oh, he come here, I'm going to block him here this way. I'm going to dissolve his strength. Come on. The reality is like that. What Wing Chun? You don't even know how to use a proper Wang Chao. According to Chi Chi Guang again, not according to Hendrik, because I'm nobody. But I like to tell the world that the nonsense should stop now, okay? Two days ago, I shared the 3 types of body handling, namely the recovery, the aerobic based type, and then the endurance type. And that come with the body handling is the for recovery, it has to be, your body has to be light and dissolving. The for the fitness or aerobic, you need to be the core, the body has to be dynamic and stable. And for the endurance or fighting, the body need to be driving and exerting. Now, you want to talk about hand techniques. Hand technique is dependent on the body handling type, on the purpose. For example, you talk about the recovery, the light and dissolving. Because I'm the recovery state. Okay, so say I am the recovery state. My hand techniques will be performed this way. This is gradually turn all this thing so that it be able to dissolve, it be able to help the qi circulations of the 3 yin and 3 yang channel. The 3 yin and 3 yang channel stuff I have wrote clearly in the my book Wing Chun Inception. That is very different for the fitness type of training. This is just for your dynamic and stability, not this. Let it dissolve. In the endurance for fighting, it will end up this way because you don't have time to go one by one. You end up this way. And then you end up strike out, another strike. Okay? So let me share with you the hand technique of the recovery. For the dynamic, recovery is much slower, one by one, have to be details. Back. For the dynamic, for fitness, you put some strength there so that they make sure everything is smooth and flow. For the fighting, you drive, exert, you drive, exert. Without have all those 3 types of body handling. How are you going to supposed to handle these hand techniques? This is a reality. So, Wing Chun, what Wing Chun? Is it still traditional Chinese martial art like many like to claim? If you don't follow the Chi Chi Guang's writing, you are not traditional Chinese martial arts. If you are not following the Shaolin sword strike writing, you are not following the 1850s writing of Wing Chun. You are not traditional Chinese martial art by your own creations. So this is why I like to reveal to you directly. Talk straight. And Many times people say, hey, you know, Hendrik, the Wing Chunner is not going to watch your video anyway. I said, yeah, so be it. I make the video so that the young Chinese in China who play MMA know that Wing Chun is not that wimpy, woo-woo, magical, nonsense, fictitious stuff. Wing Chun is military, based on Qi Ji Guang, based on Shaolin, based on all these things. Can be tracked in the history, can be verified in today's sports science, and you can see verified with today's training. So this is what I like to share with you. If you are training a Wing Chun, do not have what I share today based on General Qi Ji Guang and all the Shaolin short track and the 1850, that means you don't train Wing Chun, you train something else. You train something you believe is Wing Chun, but it is not Wing Chun. And in that case, you better don't call it Wing Chun. Wing Chun have Bong Sao, this is close, and Kei Zhang, which is known 460 years ago for close body fighting. Your Bong Sao. And this press can turn into the Kei Zhang. You slam him and you can press down. All this momentum. Not standing there thinking, oh, my hand is like this. If he punch me this way, I do this, I do that. Your body cannot move. If your body cannot move, there is no martial arts. The same book I share, it says that the critical of martial art is your body handling. This is a real Shaolin instructions. If one do the endurance practice training of the Xiu Lim Tao sets, you need to follow this, because in the fighting, this is what it is. That's very different than is for fitness. That's very different than for recovery, where you need to know that whatever you do fit to your channel, your energy channel, like I put in the explain in the Wing Chun Inception book. So tell me, what is Wing Chun? Where is Wing Chun? You look around today, is there any Wing Chun? I don't see any. I just only see that everybody create their own thing and call it Wing Chun. So this is what it is. The ancient is there. I'm not wanting anybody to follow me. I just say that if the ancient stuff is there, follow it. Don't follow me. Okay, follow it. If you want Wing Chun, or else forget about it. Let close down, shut down the entire Wing Chun store. Let the document stay there, so anybody who is serious on Wing Chun be able to later on investigate out and dig it out. But right now, close the entire store, like my first story. If you don't clean up that divisions, you might as well close the company. So this is to share with you today. So I hope that there's a lot of people who love Wing Chun, care for Wing Chun, want to do better, want to improve themselves, want to be the real Wing Chunner who contribute and exceed themselves. This is the direction you go, okay? Not going to those, oh, I evolve Wing Chun. You look at the 60, 50 years you want to evolve Wing Chun, how come it's just circling around with Tampong folk and then the straight line, nobody even talk about breathing, can't breathe, okay? And nobody couldn't even do this properly. What is that? Internal. Don't let the world laugh at you. When Xi Xiaodong laugh at you, it's no big deal. You can rectify on this thing. If your name is in the history, then forever your name will put down in the history on who you are, a con man, snake oil seller, a pretender, a fake. It's not my business, whoever you want to be. But for Wing Chun, I am a Wing Chunner, one of millions of Wing Chunners. It's my responsibility to stand up for this thing.